Yeah. Hello, everybody. How are you? Well, today, as I promised, we will hear a story and we will also do a little bit of chanting. So, today, the chanting that we will do is of Hanuman Chalisa. Hmm? Hanuman Chalisa was written by Sri Goswami Tulasidasa ji. And it is believed that Tulsaidas ji wrote this when he was really sick and he was not well. And by singing the glories of Rama and Hanumanji, he actually became well. So at this time where everybody is kind of sick and falling sick and all that, praying for everyone's wellness, we will start singing Hanuman Chalisa. Okay. Now, why should we sing Hanuman Chalisa? Children usually say, why should we chant? Why should we sing? It is said that, of course, other than the fact that it makes you healthy and well, it also purifies our mind and our speech. And why should our mind be pure or clean? And why should our speech be clean? These are thoughts that will naturally occur. Today, let's look at our story for speech. So long, long ago, far, far away in this land called Ramapura, there lived a boy, a young man actually, named Dev. Now, Dev was a farmer. He had a fantastic ox, like a really strong, strong ox, yeah, which was super strong. And Dev loved his ox. He had named it. He had named it Guy, and he would just, make sure he pats the bull every so often and feeds him well and all that. And, one day this thought occurred to him saying, why not I take him to the village and wage a bet with people in the village saying, look, my ox can actually pull 100 carts. So he takes his ox to the village and he tells everybody, lo, 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 everyone, come here, wage a bet with me. And if you win, I'll give you 1,000 gold coins. If I lose, then of course you get to, keep mine as well. And if I win, I get to take yours, right? So then, so everybody places their wages, their bet, and he they line up 100 bullock carts. Have you seen bullock carts? Hardly anybody, but you've seen a goods train, right? A freight train that takes a lot of load. So back in the day, bullock carts were the mode of transportation. So Dave and all the villagers, they stacked one cart after the other. There were 100 carts in a row. And now, and this ox guy was tied to the first cart, and Dave comes with all pride and arrogance, saying, I'm going to win this bet. And instead of patting and stroking his bull this time, he whips it and says, come on, you silly guy, pull the cart. And immediately, guy doesn't move. He just stands there. And our Dave gets really panicky and he tries many things. He tries to threaten him with this and that. Nothing works and he loses his bet. So all his money is gone. And with a very sad, dejected face, he comes home. And then, well, once he comes home, he says, I'm so confused. My ox has never behaved this way, but today he wouldn't listen to me. But anyway, let me give him water and all that. And after a little while, the bull is quiet. The ox actually talks to Dave and says, Dave, you have never treated me like this before, but today you were so rude to me. And that is why I did not move. I didn't comply with because you didn't request. You were almost ordering me and bullying me to do stuff. I didn't like it. I didn't like how you were treating me. It hurt my feelings, so I didn't want to do it. So Dave immediately apologizes and says, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that in that excitement of, hey, I know my ox could do it, and I didn't treat you properly. I'm so sorry. So then Guy says, don't worry about it. Take me again tomorrow to the village and wage the same bet, and I will help you pull the cart. And so next morning, Dave wakes up, feeds him a lot of grass, fresh grass, lots of water, and whatever good food that an ox eats, he feeds all of that. He does a nice aarti to him, puts a tika on his head, gives him a garland, and takes him out to the market and says, "Here we are again for the bet." And everybody in the village, they laugh. They say, "Oh, this man is here again. He's going to lose all his money. Well, very good for us. We get to make more money. Come on, let's make the bet." And this time Dave says the stakes are doubled. We'll do $2,000 bet. And everybody goes ahead, they place a bet, and 100 cards are stacked, and Guy is tied to the first card. And now Dave comes up to Guy and says, "My dear, sweet, loving ox, can you show your magic now?" And then immediately, and strokes him and all of that. And immediately ox also becomes very happy, and he moves such that where the 100th card moved all the way to where the first card was. And obviously they've won the bet, and all was good. So from the story, what do we learn? It's very important to be kind, right? And how do we get good speech, kind speech? Gurudev Sri always says this: tongue is the only organ. See, eyes, you can see. That's the only job for the eyes. Ears, you can only hear. That's the only job, right? Sense of touch, all of this. Smell, you can only smell. But tongue is the only thing in our mouth which can taste food as well as it's used for talking. It plays two roles. And tongue is the only and it doesn't, it's a very tricky organ, this tongue. It can be used to praise people, to increase their to make them feel good, make the other person feel good. Or you can simply lash them left and right as though you are, with words that they feel absolutely hopeless and bad. It's our choice how we use this tongue, the gift of the tongue that we have. Now let's get on to our chanting for the day. From today onwards, we will do a couple of verses of Hanuman Chalisa every day. If you know it, of course, after the session, you continue on and you finish singing. We'll invoke the blessings of Gurudev right now. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nij Mana Mukhura Sudhari Baranau Raghupara Bimala Jasu Jodhaya Kuphalachari. In this verse, Saint Tulsidasa, so beautifully, he says, I cleanse my mind with the dust from the lotus feet of my guru. Now, such beautiful analogy, right? He says dust from the lotus feet. Why is the guru or the teacher's feet compared to a lotus? Now, lotus, we all know where a lotus blooms, right? It blooms in muddy waters, really, like nobody will want to go take a swim in those waters, right? It's very dirty water. But the lotus blooms there. And how beautiful is the lotus? How fragrant is the lotus? Although it is in muddy waters, it remains untouched. It remains beautiful, and it makes the whole place beautiful. So he says, let me bow down to my guru, my teacher, who has taught me how to keep a pure, clean mind and use my speech also for good things. I'll sign off for today. We will see more tomorrow. Bye-bye.